First Dibbs question today, sponsored to you by Trantolo. Trantolo, personal injury law firm for over 85 years. Keith and Scott are third-generation Trantolos with law offices in Hartford, Waterbury, Bridgeport, New Haven, and Torrington. And now we're breaking into New York with two in Long Island and Riverhead and Melville. So to get a hold of Trantolo and Trantolo, save some time, dial 9-844-999-9999. All right, did you know that we have the Summer Olympics in 2028? But did you know we have the Winter Olympics in 2026 in Utah?
Really? Are we back in Parkville?
Right, Nick? Or is it? All right, Nick's got to check the year. Did you even know we were getting the Winter and Summer Olympics
I didn't know
back?
we got both. I knew that we were getting the summer, but
2028.
I didn't know about
God,
the
I'm
winter.
old. I can't remember. I think was it the 84 Olympics?
34.
Oh, Nick
That's
Federico with bad intel.
I'm not even going to be alive.
That's some bad intel. 2034. I hope I'm still alive in 2034. For crying out loud. Jeez, worry about the Winter
Well, we're going back to
Olympics.
Park City. That was kind of a weird Olympics. What was that?
That was
04?
crazy. When I think of Utah, I don't think snow. Why does Utah have so much snow? A lot of mountains?
Yeah.
I've never been. I've been through Utah, beautiful place, but I've never stopped in. Maybe I should go visit it someday.
Check out the Mormons.
All right, so we're watching Team USA play Team
We're at the
France.
half.
And we're at the half. It's 0-0.
I'm shocked.
France has dominated us so far with 61% of the possession. Listen, I played soccer growing up. Soccer is really more exciting to the players than I think the fans. You don't get that much action, but you get a lot. Like in tennis, when you're watching tennis, the ball's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's in a condensed area, so it's going so fast, and it's exciting. It's exhilarating.
And people like the pickleball. Why? Because it's even more compressed.
It's even more compressed, so you even shorten the tennis
so
court.
I don't have to wait for the next person to hit it.
The
It's
problem
already
with
going.
soccer, and I loved indoor soccer because it was condensed. It was in a hockey arena. You had remember the goals were like in the backboard.
Into the
It was so quick. You could pass it off the boards. It was like really, really cool. Honestly, I think you should have two types of soccer at the Olympics. You should have the indoor and the outdoor. Give people a choice of what they like. Because here's the thing.
I like the missile soccer. That was called the Major Indoor Soccer League back in the day.
Awesome.
The Hartford Hellions at the XL
The Hartford
Center.
Hellions were awesome. I used to go to a lot of those games because, again, it's up tempo. It's really fast. It's nonstop action. I love professional lacrosse. Indoor professional lacrosse is crazy good. It's so exciting.
It's also kind of a little bit like kill the man with the ball.
Well, hey, listen, we played that growing up.
It's a very physical game.
Honestly,
it's
I
a
like
good show.
physicality. I mean, that's the one thing that you kind of lose. I love indoor football. I think the
It's
one
a little
thing
gladiatorial kind of.
it is, man, and you got to be tough enough. You take a big hit, you got to get right back up, bounce back up, because it's so fast paced. So that's the whole thing. Well, the soccer field's 110 yards long. It's 10 yards longer than a football field. It's wider than a football field. You're running for 45 minutes plus extra time. It's nonstop.
Right. And late
It's a
in the
running
game,
clock.
if you're up by a couple, you can kind of filibuster.
Exactly.
And just kind of drag it out, and it's not exciting.
And unless you're a crazy you-know-what like I was, where I love to run, like a cross-country runner, but there's times to rest, but it's nonstop running. You're always it's like a fox chasing a rabbit. It's nonstop running. And so for some people that don't see the way the Europeans look at the game and love it worldwide the way people love it, they don't appreciate how much, how difficult soccer is. You'd be bored to watch it if you were a passive fan.
For my taste, I like watching the South American soccer more than I like the European style.
Because they're on each other a lot.
They kind of throw it at the net and hope for the best sometimes.
Right.
And that's not a bad philosophy to have. If you get a bounce, you lose a bounce,
And I really believe that when you watch North American soccer, and you certainly watch it in the United States, and I watch a lot of it, you see a lot of kick and chase. And you're bombing it down, guys are chasing it down, and it just seems like there's a lot more action. When even watching this, you have to go back to go forward, go back to go forward.
Right, but they waste a lot of energy on this continent the way we play.
Oh, absolutely,
with that
absolutely.
dump and
But that's
chase thing.
the one thing I think Americans have. We got a lot of energy to waste. I think we're crazy
I think we're
with
burned
that.
out by the time it comes down to crunch time for some of
Well,
our international
but
teams.
here's the difference. The Europeans wear us out. With their amazing passing, we're always chasing them. So they control it. Like, I just said 61% of the first half controlled by France, where they're going back, they're going lateral, they're controlling the ball so much. It's like we're running around like chickens with their head cut off, and it's like we need a coach that gets us into where we control the game, the tempo of the game, and then we shock you when we all run towards the net.
Now, Lexi Lawless says he wants to coach our team, and he'll do it for free. That was a direct quote.
Nice.
But that's like putting Jeff Saturday as the head coach of the Colts. It's not going to do much.
We got a lot of afternoon baseball right now. Phillies and Twins in a really good one in the 8th, 4-4. Cubs and Milwaukee. Cubs are winning right now 2-1. Oakland and Houston 1-1. Love the prediction, by the way, of Kevin Kernan. Mason Miller coming to the Phillies. Reds have already taken down the Braves in the first game of a doubleheader. Pirates already beat St. Louis 5-0. Didn't score those runs for Paul Skeens, though, did ya? Still 0-0.